What up, family? What up? What up? What up? All right. So here's the cool thing. This morning, about 5:30 a.m. I'm sorry, yeah, 5:30 a.m. this morning. I actually did a live video for you guys talking about gold's price action. I talked about the JPY price action. I talked to you about the GBP price action. And what else? I talked to you about the Dow price action, okay? The NASDAQ and I did just play the video back from this morning. Swear to you, just play the video back. Before the U.S. market opened this morning, I showed you charts. I showed you setups. So if you didn't take those trades, that's on you. I literally showed you on the charts, with or without the triple arrow system, you could have banked some good bucks today, because I told you guys that what's happening in the markets is due to the U.S.-China trade war. There's a lot of insecurity going on. I said this morning in the video, I said, if there's any good news that comes out about China and the trade war, or the U.S. and the trade war, I told you, hold on. I got to clear this camera up. It's a little fuzzy. Hold on. Let me clear my camera to make sure you can see me real good. There you go. I told you guys in advance this morning, I said the only thing that will cause an immediate reverse in the price action is if there's some kind of news that comes out about the trade war with China and the U.S. Okay? Then I said, okay, y'all, I got to go, because I got to go teach a live class, a live training, which is what we do for our members. Lo and behold, I talked to the live members as we're speaking, going over setups, live on camera, recorded for the group. Okay? Boom! Out of the blue, the market just shot up. The Dow Jones is shot up, but guess what happened with gold? Just like I told y'all at 5:30, I said, if something happens with the China trade war, gold is going to drop. So congrats for those who are prepared for a drop. I showed you setups on the JPY pairs. I said that is a security kind of trade. It's an emotional currency where people feel warm and fuzzy and they stick their money in there. I told you about that one. I told y'all, I told you. So if you made no money at all, that is on you, because I told you guys, and I even pulled up my charts. You don't believe me? It's live and on camera. So all the buffoons and everybody who keeps saying, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about, you a scammer, you this and that. Okay, right on, keep on talking what you talking. But you can't deny the recording that was done this morning where I showed you setups. And I said, okay, here's the 1 hour charts. And I showed the JPYs specifically. I said, look at how all of them are setting up for a short reversal. And I said, the thing that will reverse this market is the news. Now, here's what I need to tell you guys, though. All that's beautiful. All that's warm and fuzzy. But here's the important part. None of that really matters, really. Okay, we made hundreds of pips as a group this morning, okay? And I don't know why I get rid of the buffoons. Yes, we do accept Bitcoin. Just go to superezforex.com and you'll see the Bitcoin information. But I really want to do this for people, because like I told you guys in this morning's video, realistically, it's three groups of traders out there. You have the bankers, you have the institutions, and then you got the retail traders, which is all the rest of us. Okay, realistically, we're still one big family. Okay, and so some of this information I'm giving to you guys to help you out, whether you're part of the Super Easy Forex family or not. You'll be better off being a part of the family, but I'm trying to help you to understand that it's important for you to know a little bit about fundamental news, because if you don't, you won't know what's going on behind the scenes, whether you win a trade, lose a trade. So here's what's important. Don't tune me out, because this is important. Yes, the market jumped, but let me tell you why it jumped. And I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for, okay? And I'm not Nostradamus. I mean, I'm just an average guy who just pay attention to stuff, okay? So, yes, the market jumped by hundreds of pips. The Dow jumped, the USD, JPY jumped, a lot of the yen pairs, the gold dropped, just like we talked about, like I talked about on the video. But here's what's important. It only jumped to a certain degree. Here's the reason why. What actually happened was news came out of Washington saying that those tariffs that I mentioned to you guys about this morning, that 10% tariffs on $300 billion. You do the math. 10% of $300 billion was going to be slapped on China starting next month, which is why the market was dropping off. Okay, so what happened was an announcement came out that they're going to hold off on doing that until when? December. So the market spiked up with happiness because it shows a temporary relief of pressure on the market. Okay. And I'm sorry for this grossed out example, but it's kind of like they just popped a pimple and the pressure is off. Okay. So the pressure is off, but it's off for a little while. See, because here's the problem, the underlying problem. So here's the big, yeah, you could, the Hang Seng charts, yeah, because again, anytime the U.S. market jumps up real big, the other markets tend to follow. So if you're going to play the Asian market, yeah, you could consider that. I would be darn near surprised unless they got something really bad that said that they wouldn't rise up as well, because the entire world is celebrating right now because the pressure is off temporarily. Key word, temporarily. It's not permanent. So that's the reason why, yes, it spiked up. Will it continue to the nth degree? Possibly, maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. But again, who am I? I'm just an average guy with a baseball hat. But here's the problem. I think that, yes, it's a temporary celebration and that's cool. But the problem is that it's not a permanent solution. We still have the trade war going on, currency manipulation going on, and stuff like that. So at any time, if more bad news comes out, it's going to drop right back down into place where it was before this morning. So be careful of that. But I just want to fill you in as to exactly what I told you guys. I said there's going to be a massive pop if there was some good news, which it was. But the concern is that it still does not have permanent residency of a solution, because they're still at war. It's still no agreement on the table, and God knows how long this is going to take. So here's what a lot of countries have been doing in the meantime. They've been lowering their interest rates. So that means currencies have been getting weaker and weaker. Why? Because investors are not going to invest a whole lot of money into a currency that's not giving back a whole lot of interest on it, which is why when interest rates are announced and they're quote unquote dovish means what? Down. Hawkish means up. So that's the reason why even now they're still anticipating that the Feds, who are coming out with their more interest rate news, I think it's next month, there's a chance that they may drop the interest rate another 25 to 50% basis points. Okay. So if that happens, there could be some movements in the market, but these things are happening because they're still in great instability. So although I'm very happy for the people with their, and truth be told, I know I'm talking to a lot of Forex traders around the world who are going to watch this later on, and that's cool. Please share my video. As a matter of fact, subscribe to it. So when, subscribe to my channel. So when I'm doing videos, I'm just trying to help you out as a fellow trader, whether you're in the group or not. You'll be more informed because you'll be in the live classes if you're in the Super Easy Forex family. But if not, hey, I'm just doing my part as a fellow trader, as a brother, Uncle P to you, okay? Just to help you out. To understand, if you won today, don't get excited like, oh man, this is everyday thing. It's not everyday thing that these currencies jump hundreds of pips in a spare second. It's not normal. I'm filling in as to why it happened. If you lost a trade and you was trading with the system and it's pretty consistent and you lost today, don't feel bad. It's nothing personal. It had nothing to do with your trading system, technical analysis, and none of that. It was fundamental reasons. In other words, news came out of the blue. It was not scheduled, and they just announced it, and the whole world is celebrating. So by you understanding these things, it will help you become a much better trader, because now whether you win or lose, like I was talking to somebody just a little while ago, I said one of the worst things that happened to me, and I'll tell you how to join this. I seen your comment. One of the worst things that really happened to me, which really frustrated me, is it's not the fact that I lost a trade. The thing that frustrated me the most was I didn't even know why. Man, the coach told me to do this. Coach, I'm studying. I'm spending weekends away from the family. I'm on these charts. I'm marking them up. I'm doing my trend lines. Man, I'm doing my support and resistance. I'm doing everything. Damn. Lord, forgive me, but that's what I was doing. Man, I said worse than that. And I used to cuss and cry and fuss because I'm like, man, what the heck, man? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and yet I keep blowing my accounts. But then I wised up and said, you know what, if institutions, watch this, if institutions and bankers, the big market movers, are actually studying fundamental news, then why am I stupid behind not doing it? Why am I being told, oh, you don't need no fundamentals, man, forget all that. All you need is technicals. You only need technicals. And then something like this today happens, and the market just goes completely nuts. And then people's like, yeah, and those who won their trade, see, I told you, you see my fund, my technical, you see, see my sister, da da da, and they bragging. Or the ones who lost, they're sitting up there pissing mad right now, kicking the dog, cussing at the wife, and telling the kids to get the hell out of their face. Lord forgive me again. But you get what I'm saying? Because you didn't know what happened. But if you knew what happened, you'll know, you know what, win or loss. If you won, like we did, we won a bunch of trades. Praise God. Thank you. But even if we would have lost something, we would have known, don't take it personal, because it was an unexpected major news event that took place, and it is what it is. And then you move on with the next trade. Okay, so for me, I'm chilling for the rest of the week. I still got a couple of runner pieces on, but I'm gonna chill and relax, let the market breathe for a little bit, because it will do that. After a major spike, then it has to breathe for a little bit, relax, take it all in, and then it resumes like normal. So that's what I advise that you do. Now, to answer your last question, I'm getting darker, down here darker, huh? I need some light. There I am. So if you want to join, because I've seen several people saying, how do you join our team? It's easy. You just go to superezforex.com and then click on the join button. And once you click on the join button, you just, do the enrollment process. And then you have immediate access. So as soon as you get done and you purchase the system, go right back in with the username and password that you created. And you can go ahead and get started and join with us. And I'll be in the trade room live tomorrow. So you'll be right on time, and we'll go more in depth inside the trade room. And during the U.S. session, okay, 8 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, I'll be in the trade room tomorrow morning. So if you join today, get everything set up on your charts, and then just join in the live room, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. So anyway, I normally don't do two videos. Ain't no way possible I do two videos in one day, but I just had to come back and show you guys. Do you see what I was saying? And if you don't believe me, play the video back I did this morning. I literally had just discussed, I had no idea that they're going to make that announcements, but I did show you how the system showed us setups, and we do take the setups and just let the chips fall where they may. Stop. If it hits the stop loss, it hits stop loss. But sometimes you're going to hit major home runs with our system, because it's reading the market and telling us in advance what could potentially happen. And sure enough, it played out. Okay, it played out. Now, here's the last one, and I'll let you go. The biggest one that hasn't moved a whole lot, though, is the GBP pairs. I talked about that in this morning's video, because that does not play out to its finality until, I believe, October, the Brexit news. So the Great British Pound is still in flux. So I'm telling you ahead of time, whether you have the triple arrow system or you don't fall in love with setups on that. Get what pips you can. And for my team, you better be doing the now later strategy. Get some now, a little bit later. You know how to do it. Okay, get in, get out, get your stuff, and keep it moving, because that one does not have a permanent solution just yet. And until it does, and I'm sorry, hold on one second. I keep fading out. Where am I? All right, there I am. So until it has a permanent solution, okay, India Korea can play the charts. Yeah, you can. But here's the deal. But I want to say this and I'm gone, okay? Because it's hot out here. I want to tell you this. The GBP, be careful when you're trading it, because it does not have a permanent solution and anything can happen. So get what pips you can and get out, okay? Be careful, be careful. If there's some positive news, I'm telling you, that one's going to do the same thing. It's going to pop like crazy. But if there is not positive news and they do this Brexit without a deal, chances are that the GBP could drop more and more and more. Now, until there's a resolution, I don't see a lot of strong buying power coming towards it. So be careful when you're trading it, okay? All right, I'm out of here, man. I just bought me a little piece of apple pie. I'm finna go celebrate with some apple pie. Yeah, I ate good. I ain't exercising there, though, but you know what I mean? I'm finna go celebrate with a slice of apple pie and go chill. All right, y'all have a beautiful day. Again, if you want to join, that's fine. I put the link in there, superezforex.com. Just click on, and I'll see you in the live trade room and in the family tomorrow. Okay, have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.